McCain pulled out of the race, he and his wife wanted to take some time to evaluate everything that's happened to them since formally announcing his candidacy. What comes next for McCain's is anyone's guess, because if John and Cindy McCain's style is anything, it's unpredictable.
You know, it's also unpredictable what young voters will do in any given campaign season. If you've ever felt like campaigns weren't directed towards college students, you'll be pleasantly surprised by one state assembly race. Lori Oftemord is here with that story. Lori?
Well, it's a campaign students can relate to because the candidate is a student, and Republicans are beginning to take him seriously.
22-year-old Matt Brown is a senior majoring in business, but in addition to homework, he's also taking on bigger obstacles, like struggling to be taken seriously in a California state assembly race. At a recent Republican caucus in Burlingame, his age raised a few eyebrows.
When it came turn for me to speak, I said who I am. I said I'm a university student, and here's my platform. And afterwards, they gave me an ovation, and I felt some snickers and some overall humor in the fact that I am young, but that's the whole spin, politically speaking, the fact that I am young and I have my youth and energy.
This young Republican is running for the 46th district, which includes the area north of the Row, parts of downtown, East LA, and Koreatown, areas that Brown would like to see improved.
I basically see a need to empower these people in the community to once again remake and reshape South Central into becoming a wonderful part of the city. Even though some cases
the first step toward accomplishing this was securing his nomination. He ran unopposed on the primary ballot, but to get on the ballot, he campaigned aggressively around his fellow USC students.
That whole pre-campaigning process was very long, but it was a lot of fun because I got to meet people. I basically went to sorority, fraternity to fraternity, club to club, class to class, saying who I am, what I'm doing.
But now that Brown has the Republican nomination, it's time to focus on the general election, which contains a few hurdles, according to USC professor Dr. Eric Schuchman.
So in this particular case, I applaud our student who's doing and learning about politics and jumping in and not taking no for an answer, and I think he'll gain a good name recognition and also some good talents and skills, but as far as winning, I'm very suspect that will happen.
That's because most voters in the 46th district are registered Democrats.
Well, in this case, I don't think it's the right race for him. I think he's more of a sacrificial lamb being recruited by the GOP to run in a district with 65% Democratic registration and only 15% Republican registration.
And on top of that, he's running against incumbent Gil Cedillo. Cedillo has been in politics since 1982. But Matt Brown isn't worrying about the winning part.
That's up to God. I can guarantee you one thing, I'm going to have as much fun as possible, as I already have. And if you can't already notice, I am a people person. I'm a sanguine, psychologically speaking. I love to meet people and be with people, and politics is a great vehicle for me to do this.
And the people he has gotten to know say they believe he'll succeed and that he's right for the job.
Matt has such a high level of energy that he could be successful in anything that he wants to accomplish. It's another one of his great strengths, and that I think that's what the government really needs, is new ideas.
Basically too much that he's involved with and does to describe him in just simple terms. I mean, I guess you could say he's a modern-day Renaissance man.
Now that the primary is over, Matt is catching up on some schoolwork. Even if he doesn't win in November, he says the experience has opened doors for him. He was invited to be a representative at the National Republican Convention in Philadelphia this summer.
Thanks, Lori.
Thanks, Lori. Well, moving on from the political animals to the real animals. If you're an animal lover, you'll want to stay tuned.
And that's right, stories that your pets will